Hi guys, Stephanie here. I'm super excited to finally start posting reviews. I've been getting a lot of books, a lot of decks, and I really am super excited to finally be making these videos and sharing them with you. And what better deck to start this off with? I just got my copy of the No Bad Days Oracle. And I felt like I had heard of this because it came out a couple years ago. Put in the chat if you have it already. It was a French deck. So it's the guidebook and everything was written by Ines Duhard and it was illustrated by Jolane Jly. And the deck it's a really sweet little deck. So I wanted to share some of the artwork with you guys because it's very vibey. You're gonna want it because I mean, like this card alone, magic, movement. The illustrations make me happy and they make me want to go on vacation and they make me want to connect with my inner child, especially because I'm from the late 1900s and growing up, we were really into everything 70s. So it's a super groovy deck. And I usually gravitate, even though I'm a really positive person, I usually gravitate towards heavier, deeper, um, less fluffy looking decks. And so I was a little skeptical about this deck, but I have to say, wow, Inez and Jolene really nailed it. So the way that this deck is set up is it's in three different categories. There's freedom, so all of the cards in freedom are orange on the front, and then there's emergence, which are pink, and achievement, which are blue. So it's not set up like a traditional Oracle deck in the sense that you just shuffle it and pull a card and there's your message for the day. Basically, the freedom cards are things that they're themes representing the past. They're the foundation, the roots, and the basis of your questioning. And this is I'm reading from a very cute little guidebook that comes with it. So they help you reflect on your current situations. So they ask that you, whenever you're thinking about something or just what do you need to know today, start with picking from this pile. And then it's going to, show you what is your desire for freedom, what is preventing you from moving forward, and what do you need to free yourself from these negative energies. So they really spell it out for you. So if you're newer to Oracle and you or just pulling cards in general, or you want to add Oracle into your tarot reading, this is a really lovely way to start because they really spell it out for you. So the emergence cards, these are the pink cards, they are the present. So these cards represent the present, the moment of rebirth. They say that nice weather always comes after the rain. This is the second card you need to draw. It will provide you with an indication of your current state of mind, highlighting the problem that was stressed earlier from the freedom cards and enable you to get rid of the daily mist that made you unable to focus clearly on your intentions. It's time to forge ahead and shine. That's very nice. And then the third, you guessed it, if we have past, present, these are future and these are achievement cards in blue. So the path towards personal accomplishment that you're all hoping for, whether self-achievement or the completion of a project. It's the realization of your desire and putting your newfound freedom into practice. So it's like if you're doing past, present, future readings, these are a great way. If you're, somebody who really likes it mapped out for you. I shuffled them all together and pulled them how I wanted to because I'm a brat and that's what I do. But um, it wasn't just the artwork that really drew me to these cards. It was the fact that when you go to read about, you can see a word and it's intuitively going to bring things up for you. But then, when you go and you look up what the meaning of the card is, so I'll just pull an example card. Let's see what we got. I pulled it from the middle pile and I pulled blooming, just very sweet with a butterfly. So when I go and I look up what blooming is, and in the guidebook, they're all in alphabetical order, which is lovely. They're not in alphabetical order. Just kidding. Scratch that. They're numbered. Let's do that instead. Can you tell I have too many decks and I can't remember things? Okay. So it gives you the meaning and the message of that. It gives you a mantra to go with it. So I'll read the mantra. The only thing preventing me from real self-fulfillment in the future are my doubts today, which I love. And then each card gives you an exercise. So this particular exercise is color a mandala flower. And it tells you about how coloring it has therapeutic effects. It reduces stress, relaxes the brain, and gives you free reign to your creativity. So every card that you pull has an exercise to go with it. And they're like super easy, actually doable exercises, which I find very helpful because sometimes you read something or if you're like me, I love reading self-help books and I love reading action oriented books, especially in spiritual development, because it's like, okay, I know I need to do the inner work, but I also need to release it outwardly doing something. So these are super simple little exercises that are good reminders when you feel stuck in your stuff. Sometimes it's hard to remember, like, oh, I need to get up and just move my body a little bit, maybe get outside and get some fresh air, go for a walk, do my dishes, like the simple stuff that you move a muscle, you change a thought. So it really does mean no bad days. So again, this is the No Bad Days Oracle, and I highly recommend it. And I would love to hear what you think. I'm going to be posting a bunch of these reviews, and I'm excited to hear your thoughts. Do you have the deck? How are you working with it? Tell me all the things. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.